Toronto Raptors have become known as the organization who develop players. We can even look at past players like Kyle Lowry, who took time to develop. He didn't come to the league just cold. He got better over time in Toronto. Players like Pascal Siakam developed over time in Toronto, or even oganunoby. The fact that this organization is known for developing players is the reason why I feel as though they picked Scottie because he's the player with the most potential and most upside in the draft. They also picked the player up in the second round, oganunoby, with the number 46 pick, who also have crazy potential as well. In this video, we're going to be going over the Toronto Raptors bench, their starting five, and how I feel as though they're going to do in the East. Before we get into the video, if you're new here, my name is DeVorce Weathers, and if you enjoy NBA content, NBA player breakdowns, anything NBA, consider subscribing to the channel. If you don't mind, go ahead and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Whatever you like, YouTube push my video out to more people. And with your help, I can get my video pushed out to more people. And also, man, turn on the notification button so you're notified every time I post a video. Let's talk about the bench, starting from the center, working all the way to the point guard. At the five, they got Khem Birch. Khem Birch is a 6'9", prototypical 5 in today's basketball. And of course, he's physical, can get you a big rebound, can set a strong screen, can run the floor, everything your prototypical big man to do. He can shoot the three a little bit. He can put it on the floor. When you look at his numbers, he averaged 7.2 points, 5.8 rebounds, 1.3 assists. So the numbers don't jump out at you. But like I said, he's just your average role player, a big man who can go get you a good rebound. He's not a Joel Embiid or anything, but for what you get out of a 6'9" big coming off the bench, I mean, I don't think you can beat it. Your power forward coming off the bench is the kid Precious Achiuwa. He's an energy guy who's gonna get you rebounds, gonna get you putbacks. He's gonna be a great lob target, gonna get you blocks. Power forward who can guard multiple positions. He's young, he had plenty of time to develop his game. In high school and in college, he showed glimpses of shooting mid-range, but we haven't really seen much of that in the NBA. Achiuwa played very little minutes down at Miami, playing behind Bam Adebayo. I think he played like 12 minutes, averaging like 5 points and 3 rebounds. But when he was out there, he made his presence felt. As far as running the floor, put back dunks, rebounds, blocks, all the energy type players that you expect. He was the number 20 pick in the 2020 draft. Kind of remind you of Montrezl Harris, but most definitely known for his energy more so than anything. The backup small forward should be the kid, Dallin Batten, the rookie from Nebraska. He played point guard in college, but if you look at a lot of his highlights, he has a really high basketball IQ. And him being 6'9" and can handle the ball, it allows him to do things that other players can't do. You see them post him up a lot, not to actual post up, but to like pass out of the post. And sometimes he has smaller guards on him. I want to say like a Ben Simmons role, but he's still way more offensive minded and is not as physically athletic as Ben Simmons. I want to say if you think about a raw Kevin Durant, but you can't even call him a raw Kevin Durant because even raw Kevin Durant was a sniper. It's hard to really compare this kid to anybody because you really don't know what he's going to do. In college, he averaged 9.6 points, 5.9 rebounds, 1 steal, and 1 block. He also had 3.9 assists, so I guess that's what he's known for, his assists. When you see players like this, of course I said Ben Simmons and KD because they're big guards, but I also think about players like Austin Davis. He was a 6'10", 6'11" guard who's a bust. He did great in college, but it didn't translate over to the NBA game. And it was probably due to lack of opportunity more so than anything, but let's keep it moving. Your backup shooting guard is Gary Trent Jr. He's a walking bucket. He's pretty young. Gary Trent Jr., 22. He's 6'5". Last year, he averaged 15.3 points, 2.6 rebounds, 1.4 assists. He also got a steal. That steal kind of might be a little misleading. He's more of a scorer than a defender. He's a player who can come off the bench and give you a quick 18. I wouldn't be surprised if Gary Trent Jr. in the running for 6th man of the year next year. Every team need a player who can come off the bench and score 20 points and give them a spark when they started struggling. And Gary Trent Jr. will be there for the Toronto Raptors. They have Malachi Flynn, 6'1". He's a shot maker, high basketball IQ. For him to be 6'1", he finished really well around the rim. What makes him special is his smooth shot making ability. You have some fans or analysts who compare him to Steph, but that's cap. Nobody's like Steph. Steph's the greatest shooter of all time. We're gonna leave that at that. I will say the fact that the young man is confident in shooting the ball, he make big shots, not scared to take big shots, that put him in a category as a hell of a backup point guard. Now let's get into the starting five. We're not gonna name these players in no specific order. Let's get it. Starting at the center, you got Chris Boucher. I want to call him like a unicorn. He can pretty much do it all. He averaged 13.6 points, 6.7 rebounds, but he averaged a whopping 1.9 block shots. At the power forward, you're gonna have Pascal Siakam. He's a 21-point scorer, averaged 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 0.7 blocks. With Pascal Siakam's growth over the past years, on the year when his numbers don't go up, it seems as though he's doing bad, but he still had a pretty solid year. So let's cut us some slack. And due to the fact that the Toronto Raptors didn't make the playoffs, it also makes it even better. It magnifies the situation. At the point guard position, We got Fred VanVleet. He's a scorer. He's a shot maker. And once again, Toronto Raptors is an organization who like to develop their players. Toronto Raptors put him in position, and he did what he was supposed to do. Now, as far as the Toronto Raptors, keep in mind that they are a rebuilding team. And for the Toronto fans, y'all may not want to hear this, but they may use Fred VanVleet and Pascal Siakam to acquire a big player. That's just a fact. This is part of the business. And right now, they're only 27. So right now, another team will be looking at the value that they'll be getting in both those players. So in that starting lineup, you have your center and Chris Boucher, power forward and Pascal Siakam. You have a point guard and Fred VanVleet. At the shoe guard, we have oganunoby. Right now, probably the best player on the team all around. Remind me of Kawhi Leonard. So just if you look at the way he plays, a great defender, can get to the basket, can shoot the three, can shoot the mid-range, can create his own shot in the mid-range or from three. Confident, seem humble, have a good basketball IQ, have a really good handle, seem like he want to work on his game and get better. It appears his teammates and his coaches love him. That's most definitely important. I like the kid oganunoby. And rounding out the starting lineup at the small forward, you got Scottie Barnes. I really want to talk about this last player, Scottie Barnes, because I feel like ain't nobody really putting no respect on his name like he deserves it. You know when we're saying some players got it, Scottie Barnes got it. If you go back to when bro was in high school, he was a walking bucket. Taller than everybody, lanky, you know what I'm saying, but he always was pass first. Cade Cunningham probably wouldn't be Cade Cunningham if he don't play with Scottie Barnes. Scottie Barnes made the game real easy for Cade Cunningham because he was a 6'9" do-it-all player. It's rare that you find a 6'9" player who can shoot the three. People say he can't shoot the three because he shot 27%. Let's not worry about that 27% he shot. He only shot 1.7 threes. That's not shooting a lot of threes. Casual fans come on and say, well, he shot 27% from three. That means he can't shoot the ball, JR. But check this out, casual fan. The fact that he's not scared to shoot the ball says a lot. And at 6'9", the fact that he have a little shooting ability is pretty cool. Like, it'll be one thing if he was like a Ben Simmons and just scared to shoot the ball. He's not scared to shoot the ball. He's a confident basketball player. And he didn't even start on his team. Florida State have this, I'm not going to say this weird thing, because there's clearly been freshmen who have started, but they didn't start him. Kind of like the kid Patrick Williams, who's, I'm not going to say dominating in Chicago, who had a really good rookie year after not starting at Florida State and being drafted number 4. Not trying to compare the two players, but in reality, they do have a lot of similarities. Scottie Barnes having way higher upside. If you've ever played the game of basketball, you know that one player who you know just got it. You know how you think if we don't want him to shoot, his team probably want him to shoot the ball. His team probably want him to be more creative. He's one of them players who's just an all-around basketball player who's gifted with gifts that average players don't have. For one, being 6'9" with the vision that he have a hell of a post game, guys. He really can shoot the ball. Like, he's going to shoot more threes. He's going to be more confident. The best part of his game is clearly his defense. His defense is what make him stand out. He have a crazy long wingspan. He can guard 1 through 5. The thing that he's going to bring to the Toronto Raptors is going to be game-changing, and I wouldn't count this man out as Rookie of the Year. I know we have a player like Jalen Green, but in reality, we know Jalen Green a bucket. Cade Cunningham, we know Cade Cunningham a bucket. Yeah, the game about a bucket, but this is a kid who can average anywhere from 14 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 blocks, 4 steals. Just think about that, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 blocks, and 4 steals. If he averaged that, he's a Rookie of the Year. And the Toronto Raptors make the playoffs, guaranteed. Especially if Cade Cunningham averaging 18, 2 and 2, and Jalen Green averaging 21, 1 and 1, and taking L's every night. The game is about getting W's. If you got a player contributed to a winning team with numbers like that, and then you have a player who just putting up numbers on a losing team, the casual fan still gonna want to see the player who getting a pretty bucket, be Rookie of the Year. But in reality, man, you got to reward that player who helped his team get to the playoffs and helped his team get wins. The game is about scoring. Don't get it twisted. But when you have a player who's doing something that impact the game in all other ways, why do you guys think Draymond Green makes so much money? I know I talk about Draymond Green in a lot of my videos, and I think he deserved every penny. But the game is not just about scoring. Wake up. Is he just the type of player who's just going to wow you throughout the game? No, he's the type of player who's going to make the right plays, going to get wins. So with that being said, hell of a pick in Scottie Barnes. And if the Toronto Raptors can put the ball in the young man's hands, let him create. Now keep this in mind, I never said he have to be the best player on the team. I think the ball have to be in his hands for him to create. I think he had one of the highest IQs on the team. Yeah, Fred VanVleet, the point guard. Of course, oganunoby gonna have the ball in his hand. But I'm saying you gotta really acclimate that young man so that he can actually bring what he brings to the table, and actually what he brings to the table actually help the Toronto Raptors win game and ultimately make it to the playoff. Whether it's a 5 through 8 seed, you really don't know where they're gonna match up. You know the top half of the East is already locked in, but that bottom bottom half of the East not locked in. If they put the ball in the young man's hand, I can see them being anywhere from that 5 to 8 range. Realize he's not a selfish player and he's gonna make everybody around him better. With that being said, man, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. If y'all did, go ahead and smash the like button, man. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you notified every time I post a video. And check this out, man. If there's a player you want to see broke down or a team you want to see broke down, man, go on, put it in the comments and I got you. It's been my pleasure. Y'all have a blessed day.